of this morning. Summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Broncos much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll run. It's Barner. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now with Barner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. it good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give running right is Chubb.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a run for Barner. Big hold of the 30. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Barner. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. A minute 50 to go here in the first half. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, 26 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Complete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Flushed out right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Chubb running right. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down and 7. They run again with Barner. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength, very nice route.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane? Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate. Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt.